a long road to get here. Let's take a closer look at Ivelisse Velez.
This world that I found is too good to be true. Standing here
My name is
beside you.
Ivelisse Velez. I am 24 years old. I am from Muscular and wrestling for almost 9 years. Whoever is close to me knows that I am not a pretty girl whatsoever. I've always been very athletic. I pretty much get myself into any sport I possibly can. One that really stuck out to me a lot in mixed martial arts that I once been all my free time away from wrestling. I actually trained to be a top star. I have talent. I mean, what else can you ask for? I'm the hottest female talent out there right now. So it's definitely a matter of time before I'm all there.
Kurt Angle on the hunt, and somebody hunting for a contract. Lady Tapa warming up. She's got wrestling in her blood. Let's take a closer look at this physical competitor.
My name is Lady Tapa, and I'm from the Kingdom of Thought.
And JB in the ring, take it away.
All right, guys, right now it is time to meet our two gut check combatants. First of all, from San Juan, Puerto Rico, would you please welcome Ivelisse Velez.
Well, we certainly saw the emotion from both of these young ladies who will compete tonight in Gut Check, looking for that big opportunity. How important was it to Ivelisse Velez? She had a MMA fight scheduled for tomorrow. She canceled it to be a part of Gut Check. She says it's just a matter of time until she's on the main stage. We'll find out if she succeeds.
Well, that's great to hear. Such a young competitor like Ivelisse has that commitment and dedication to our great industry.
Introducing her opponent from the island of Tonga. Would you please welcome Lady Tapa.
Lady Tapa, an imposing competitor, the niece of the legendary Barbarian of the Powers of Pain, and it doesn't look like the apple fell far from the tree.
Talked about desire, drive, the dream to perform, the dream to compete with TNA on Impact Wrestling. This is her chance. This is her opportunity to prove that she belongs as a part of the TNA Knockouts roster.
And you can just see the fire in that young lady's eyes. Lady Tapa, I tell you, looks pretty nasty. That's a big girl.
Both of these knockout hopefuls have a lot of pride, a lot of passion and desire. Look at the size of Lady Tapa. Look at this discrepancy in size. And how much does passion play into it as a judge of Gut Check, Taz?
Well, that passion's a big part of it. It's about winning. You got to be a winner. You got to look different. You got to stand out. And you know what? Right now, in my opinion, Lady Tapa is standing out. Look at the power here.
Wow.
Good gosh.
Yeah, power reminiscent of her uncle, the Barbarian Taz.
Oh.
Advantage or disadvantage to come from a wrestling family?
Well, I think it's a big advantage, in my view, to come from that legacy, from that history. Look at this here.
Oh, look at that. Pulls guard. The MMA background trying to take her down with a guillotine choke here. This might be exactly what she needs to take her larger opponent down, but the strength of Lady Tapa.
Yeah, too powerful. Velez is in a lot of trouble here. Oh, she's fighting off here. Look at Velez. Uh-oh.
Trying to strike her way out of it. Oh, and now she takes the back. So transitions into another submission attempt. Earlier it was the guillotine. Now a rear naked choke. Well versed in submissions.
Well, she's so, go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, trying to exploit that MMA background, but to this point, Lady Tapa has had an answer for every submission move that Miss Velez has attempted.
We've seen that MMA background come forward here from Velez. And now the quickness, she's got to utilize that. Does Ivelisse Velez, she's got to utilize the quickness.
Oh, that's what she does there. Cut her with a DDT. And Lady Tapa is rocked.
Yeah, but Velez has got to try to capitalize on that. She's having a difficult time doing it.
Yeah, that's the key right there. Step one was the DDT, but how do you follow up and exploit that advantage?
And if Tapa's anything like her uncle, maybe going to the cranium, not the place to attack her. Look out, the quickness again by Velez. Snaps off the Hurricane Rana.
To take a young lady the size of Lady Tapa off her feet. Ivelisse Velez, that was tremendous right there.
Ivelisse Velez, another attempt at the guillotine.
And you might get the tap out V right here.
Got her in the guard. That adds that added leverage. Might get the choke.
Got to break that grip if you can. If you're Lady Tapa, you got to break that grip.
Well, Lady Tapa might be Lady Tap out here. Is she going to put her away? She does.
The winner of the match via tap out, Ivelisse Velez.
Well, that just goes to show you it doesn't matter how big someone is. You hook the proper submission in, especially a choke to the level that Velez did. Don't matter. There's your winner right there, Ivelisse Velez.
Unbelievable action there. Wow, great win.
Intense. Oh, can you imagine where it's going to go from here?
Now, what is your experience, though, Barbie Hayden, with Ivelisse? Ivelisse obviously has a huge mean streak right now. It's on display.
So I will say my experience with her has been visual only. She and I have actually never faced one another, and, you know, kind of watching right now, not a bad thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Ivelisse certainly has a sadistic side to her, but Jazz is no stranger to taking things to the extreme either. Barbie Hayden, who do you think would have the advantage in this matchup, knowing that it's falls count anywhere?
I am actually going to have to go with Ivelisse on this one, and the only reason I say that is because she has a little bit more of that, you know, you don't know what I'm going to do, I have that trick up my sleeve, you know, type vibe, whereas Jazz, I think, is going to be more of your heavy-hitting competitor inside of the ring.
Absolutely.
And we've seen Ivelisse get extreme here at Ladies Night Out before. You mentioned it a couple times on the broadcast. Matt Topolsky against Kiera Hogan in that steel cage main event a few months ago. She's not afraid to get dirty. She's not afraid to get hurt. She's not afraid to take a bump or two.
Well, I think that's one thing that makes, you know, if there's any commonality between these two, if you will, it's the fact that I think they both take great pleasure and enjoyment in hurting the competitor standing across from them.
Absolutely, but now we're...
She does. She signs up and looks for these things. She's looking for blood.
There were a few fans for a cover here, one and a kick out. There were a few fans earlier here today. They were at the local Home Depot actually taking selfies with Ivelisse as she was over there purchasing ladders, chairs, everything else that, you know, was on sale. So, I mean, I'm sure that will come into play at some point here tonight, knowing that it is falls count anywhere. There are no rules. I actually have no idea why Isaac Bullion is even in there.
Well, he's there for one reason and one reason only. That's to count the winning fall in this contest. For a falls count anywhere, we've seen a lot of wrestling here so far. Not as much brawling as you might expect in a stipulation such as this.
You know, really, it could just be like that filling out factor with these two ladies because they know that they want to win at any cost, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they have to start killing each other right off the bat because who's to say she doesn't get a pinfall or a submission right here, you know?
Right, and not have to take all that damage on your body or...
Exactly.
I believe Elise working on that hammerlock from behind right here on Jazz.
Wow, look at the strength. Here. That's one thing, Barbie Hayden. Jazz is a very strong individual.
She is. She's something to watch. Oh, and she's quick, too. Look at her.
She has not missed a step throughout her entire career. Has not fallen off at all, Matt Topolsky.
Well, and this is the thing, too, Brad Gilmore and Barbie, that when you look at this as an independent observer, Ivelisse has built a very impressive resume for herself over the last few years. There's no question about it. But Jazz has to be a measuring stick for any professional athlete in the women's division of professional wrestling. There's no question about it.
You know, Matt, not to correct you on that, but I think that Jazz might be a measuring stick for any professional athlete, man or woman, in the wrestling business, because her longevity has been
frustration for Ivelisse.
And
she came
down
on this matchup.
Oh, okay.
Once again, I mean, something Did you run over her cat or something? I mean, what happened here between the two of you?
Okay, so first off, I would never run over a cat.
Okay.
Love cats. My kitty
Well, I'm
is my
just saying
baby.
it could have been accidental, you know.
No. Maybe this is my
Your luggage gets switched at the airport. I mean, something has happened here.
Maybe she tried to build a friendship and use me against Ivelisse. Maybe that's what this all is. You know?
Could be.
Could be.
On the ramp or in the parking lot.
Reversal here. Jazz face first into that post. And there is the first moment. The first moment of extreme, if you will, in this Falls Count Anywhere match. And you know Ivelisse damn good and well is going to try and take advantage of this. And if this matchup goes into overtime, it will be available on the network later on here tonight. An extended edition of Ladies Night Out 5.
You know, I don't like the way that they're coming this direction because they might even like me. I think you're right.
Well, what gave you that impression?
I was about to say the same thing.
I'm trying to be optimistic.
Oh, man.
Oh.
That's solid steel support beam. And Ivelisse with a kick to the side of the head on Jazz.
Oh, and here we go. You know,
where's she going? Where's she going?
Oh, wait a second. Ivelisse has grabbed one of the production cables here.
This is where Ivelisse is going to be dangerous. This right here where she can just be creative, be maniacal.
Oh, no. Oh, come on. Cover here from Ivelisse. That reversal, now she's trying to strangle Jazz as well. As you stated earlier, Barbie Hayden, it is all legal, 100%.
Well, look at this, though. Now Ivelisse, though, on the back of Jazz, choking her with that cable. She might pass out after this one.
Exactly. I think Jazz was bringing her back into the ring so she could feel more confident. Now Ivelisse is already taken back over.
I mean, Barbie Hayden, you have prepared for hundreds of professional wrestling matches in your career, but how in the hell do you prepare for something like this?
I think you have to just go in with that mental toughness, that mental stability of knowing that you have to think on your toes. You have to know that you're going to get hurt.
It is foreign objects. Very dangerous ones.
Oh!
A ladder, a chair, a cable, all being employed now in this fight.
What is going on here?
Oh! Knee to the face!
She might be out on this one. She may be out with a 1, 2, 3. Let's see if Ivelisse can.
Ivelisse looking for the roll up
Here
here.
we go.
1, 2.
Oh! I don't know if Jazz knows where she is right now.
Well, stiff kick to the face by Ivelisse. Oh, wait, hold on now. What is she doing? Oh!
Ivelisse here in the middle of the ring.
It's an excellent point. There are no surprises inside the middle of that well-lit ring. And every time Ivelisse steps to the outside, she's looking for some inadvertent DDT there. Cover 2. And a kick out.
And right there is why you cannot count out Ivelisse. She's dangerous outside, she's dangerous inside. And really, with the way Jazz is kind of having her, like, sassy attitude tonight, I really don't hate seeing it. I don't mind.
And now these two trading shots.
I'm taking notes. I'm taking notes. Either way.
Definitely a nice study session for you, Barbie, here at ringside.
Well, by the look she's been giving you, it's either going to be one or two things. She wants a fight or she wants to take you out for a drink. So,
right.
You know, I guess we'll find out here momentarily.
As long as I'm not in Ivelisse's position right now, I'm good.
Oh, DDT on the chair! Ivelisse rolls up Jazz, center of the ring, cover 1, 2, Ivelisse gets the W!
Looking in your eyes, I see a paradise.